Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce my capstone project BrickMMO Radio application. In general, BrickMMO is a smart city development platform using Lego bricks, where we build both physical city modules and a digital development platform. Our goal is to create an interactive and immersive environment that stimulates real-world urban systems. As part of this vision, the radio station serves as a vital component, focusing on the daily lives of citizens in our smart city. It provides real-time updates and broadcasts on key aspects such as transportation, clock, stores, location, crypto, events, and so on, ensuring listeners stays informed and connected. Now let's take a look at the BrickMMO backend interface. Let's go to Radio. It's under Community. We can see here on dashboard there are three features: schedule, types, and hosts. Let's go to the host first. Now there are a few columns here: name, voice, and prompt. The last two city and the schedules are linked to other relative tables. The last one was created by me just now. Let me delete that first. It works. Let's add a new one. It works. Let's listen to the voice.
The train chugged along the tracks, carrying passengers to their destinations. The rhythmic sound of the wheels on the rails was soothing.
I don't like this one. Let's edit it. Let's try Ash.
The hiker's path wound through the dense forest, with towering trees.
Sounds good. And you can see here on the schedule column, there's no item linked to Adam. Let's add one for Adam. So we go to the schedule. You can see there are three columns here: minute, type, and host. Let's add Adam onto one of the items here. Maybe this one. Yeah, it works. Now you can see each host is linked to the schedule system, which acts as the backbone of the radio, organizing the broadcast into a clear and timed structure. That's almost everything for the backend. Let's move on to the front end. Now this is the front end page. The interface is really simple for now. That loops the real-time broadcasts. Let's listen.
Welcome back to Lively Radio. This is your host, Wildstyle, and today we're diving into something super exciting for all you LEGO fans out there. Now, LEGO lovers, keep building, keep dreaming, and stay tuned for more updates right here on Lively Radio.
Hello, Lively Radio listeners. This is your host, Emmett Burkowski, coming to you live with another exciting segment. Today, we're diving into the concept of a smart city. Now imagine, keep engaging, and remember, every day is an adventure in our ever-changing urban landscapes. This is Emmett Burkowski, signing off.
Good morning, Lively Radio listeners. This is Adam, and it's exactly 7:34 a.m. on March 2nd, 2025. Yes, you heard that right. March 2nd. Time is ticking, and I hope you're all up and ready to tackle the day ahead. All right, folks, let's get serious for a moment. It's a brand new day, and I expect you to make the most.
Now that is the one from Adam, which we added just now. And you can see for the whole page, we designed it this way because we are still planning to add more interactive features later, like connecting with LEGO modules through buttons or QR codes. For now, it only focuses on delivering a smooth and functional radio experience. Now let's talk about the stack. The backend uses PHP to match BrickMMO's current console system, and I used the Laravel to create text data and MySQL for database. The front end is built with React and Bootstrap. In terms of content and audios, I used the OpenAI API, both for prompt generation and text-to-speech. So, where does the radio data come from? The radio system operates by combining host and schedule details with specific prompts like traffic or news to generate content and MP3 files. Even if I just added host and schedule information, the radio still works because the prompts are handled in the background. Here's how it works. The system pulls data from various BrickMMO modules, sourcing it from mostly a MySQL database, provided information like commercial sponsors, or by generating fake data when needed, for example, crypto. And with this foundational data, it uses OpenAI API to create intelligent scripts. And these scripts are then converted into speech via text-to-speech technology, producing the final radio output. So, how is the radio loop generated? When you call the API, it generates a radio log and a nested MP3 file based on the current time. While the radio plays, the system updates the data every 60 seconds to prepare the next radio. The front end keeps using the same API link, but the data behind it keeps refreshing. If you set the audio player to call the API again after current radio is finished, it will keep generating new content, making the radio play continuously. Also, if anything changes in the smart city, like traffic, for example, during the rush hours, and then the radio content updates automatically, keeping it up to date and relevant. In terms of my reflection, I found that BrickMMO projects are quite different from typical school projects, individual or teamwork. Unlike self-driven or idea-focused tasks, BrickMMO projects have fixed structure, code styles, and tech stacks. And the focus shifts from creating new ideas to deeply understanding the existing code base. And this involves analyzing the overall framework, figuring out how the radio station fits into BrickMMO console, identifying required functionalities, and determining the data and methods needed to implement them. During the process, it is essential to plan each step carefully, clarifying its purpose, functionality, input, and output, while adhering to the project's established guidelines. This approach provides a more realistic workplace experience emphasizing code comprehension and structured problem solving over flexibility. Here's an example. When I started coding, it didn't need to be perfect right away. Take a radio length, for example. I firstly set a fixed length for the radio prompts, but later on, I saw different topics needed different lengths, so I pulled them from the database. As I worked, I noticed each topic matched file name, so I switched to using functions. And this change came step by step as I learned more, unlike individual projects. Working on BrickMMO requires extra caution because the existing code is shared. Any change I make could impact others or even the entire project. So careful consideration and step-by-step improvement is essential. And this led me to an interesting finding. Like an iceberg, we spend a lot of time and effort, but only a small part of it is visible. From the perspective of the entire BrickMMO project, our contribution might seem very, very small and could eventually be replaced by more polished versions. So look at the picture. It's like building a Lego city. Each building or room is pieces together bit by bit, growing from nothing. And we are like someone who's completed just one numbered bag of Lego pieces, adding our small part of the bigger picture. Even so, at the same time, we can also extend and expand our work. For example, in this project, using OpenAI for prompt generation was really interesting. At the beginning, a general prompt is used to get OpenAI to work. The duration, radio name, and host name clearly specified. When it comes to topics, I need to structure the data. For example, in the places topic, the data is grabbed from MySQL, including address and module colors. However, since I did not explain what the colors represented, OpenAI directly included the color codes in the output, which did not make any sense. After improving the prompt by specifying no color codes, and this issue was solved. For this new one, I also tried a custom style like a sales pitch, and the language in the output became more fitting and obvious. And additionally, to create an effective prompt, it's also helpful to well structure it. Provide the right order for specific steps, define the format, provide the context, set constraints, and provide the sample outputs. An OpenAI document has a lot of detailed information, and if getting chance to incorporate it into personal projects in the future, I guess it could lead to some really interesting explorations. And finally, since most of the codes in this project belongs to our school and kind of confidential, I just modified the Frontend API logic to use downloaded audio files for the demo. I think this could be expanded into a music application someday. Thanks for listening. My name is Flora, a full stack developer. I'm also a researcher. Feel free to share any insights. Thank you.